Well, hello there. Shaunorama, Sean Geek Podcast. The home of the geeks, the dad geeks. It's your home of pop culture phenomena. I don't know. Go with the tagline you want to go with. But basically, this is where a geek dad and other geek dads get together and talk about current events in geek culture. And a bunch of other stuff that we geek out about. Not necessarily comics, not necessarily film, not necessarily TV, not necessarily role-playing games, not necessarily video games, but everything. We even have episodes where we talk about septic hockey. We also have episodes where we also talk about Cheech and Chong. We also have episodes where we talk about music. Actually, we have many episodes where we talk about music. Two of the members of the Sean Geek Podcast are both musicians that have recorded and released professional material out there to the market. That is us. Right now, we are recording this using the Podbean app, which I have reinstalled on my phone. I had been delinquent with them. I had decided that I was going to try another podcast player because there were particular podcasts I was trying to access using this application that I could not access. There was many reasons for it. The search functionality within the Podbean application is not the best. But it always does give you the option of using an RSS feed to add them to your Podbean player. However, in this day and age, RSS feeds are not de rigueur. They are not the common thing that the DIY people are using, and some of them actually don't have that. However, they do create one uploading their podcast to iTunes, which is the predominant platform that people are using. Yes, I am trying this. This is my This is my fourth attempt at getting to see if I can get this damn thing to work. And I am stuck in traffic while I'm doing it. For some reason, I have no idea why, on this road that I am on, the road being named Panet, I don't know why, but I've been on this road now for 20 minutes trying to get off of this road. There's no explanation for this. This is Winnipeg. This is not Toronto. I'm not sure what's happening here, but I'm not happy because I only have an hour for lunch. And I had podcast things I needed to do while on today's lunch. And I'm not very happy. So now, because of this traffic, I'm going to end up having lunch at a place I didn't really want to go to. Because now I've run out of time thanks to this traffic jam on this road. Not really sure why. But I'm not happy. Some guy almost ran into me a moment ago. So, let's see if this works. There are sound effects I can insert using this app. Not really sure how that works. I just gave it a little try a second ago, and the last time I did that, the application crashed, which made me not happy. Unhappy is probably the correct terminology, grammatically speaking. So, in lieu of the Meet the MTG Live YouTube channel that usually airs a news segment every Thursday. And by news, it's Corey Geek in the abode of the damned studio. Basically hashing out what's been going on this week, what's upcoming for the geeks in terms of Meet the Geeks, and in terms of the Sean Geek Podcast. Sean the Geek Podcast, that would have been a good name. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to add an effect, and hopefully it works. Is that working for you? Is that working for you? Did that work? God, I hope that worked. Anyway, so if this actually, if I can get this to work within the app, so this is the Podbean app, which is really the Podbean player. If you listen to podcasts, it's a player you can use. I am 50-50 on it thus far. There's certain things about it I like, certain things I don't. The search functionality is not very good. There are other things about it that are great. Podbean as a company, as the host for the Sean Geek podcast, I'm very happy with it. I think I did make the right decision in going with them. In terms of other things, I don't know if this app works. I think they need to do tweaks, and I think I need to send a letter to them, because the amount of people I've turned on to Podbean and that are using Podbean from listening to this podcast, I want to make sure that I am providing adequate information to my audience. All right. So I am going to stop this here. I'm going to upload this. Just really quickly, this weekend is the Pride Parade here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Corey Geek will be representing Meet the Geeks, and Sean Geek. He is going to be there, and he is going to be interviewing folks and talking to folks, and basically getting some feedback. KeyCon does something at the Pride Parade every single year, which is a really good thing. It's a really good event. I would love to go one year. However, family commitments always trump Pride every year. Not a bad thing. It's just the way it is. I got 2 young kids, as you know, and freedom on the weekend to go do things. I mean, it's something I could easily take the kids to, I'm sure. But maybe it's something I should wait to take them to, because they are young, and as evidenced yesterday, one of my children, at the age she is at, has a problem with listening and not running away when I'm asking her not to run away. She almost ran into traffic yesterday. That was incredibly traumatizing. I lost my shit when that happened. I'm going to be honest. It terrified the dickens off of me. So, I don't want her to go to a place where it's even easier for her to run away. I think I need her a little bit older. My oldest child, never an issue. Never a problem. Anyway, we're going to sign off here. We're going to see if this works. We're going to upload this. Peace, love, and hugs, as that other guy would say. That other Canuck from Winnipeg would say. Love you all. Please share, like, subscribe. You want to send us any comments on these episodes, you can do it directly here on Podbean, or for more convenience sake, go find us on Facebook at The Real Meet the Geeks, on Twitter at Sean Geek, or on Instagram at Sean Geek Podcast. We're everywhere, man. Come find us.